Hey there, I'm Andrea Olson with Go Diaper Free, and this is me recording podcast episode number 81. 81. A toddler and a baby. How to be successful ECing your baby when you have a toddler too. So let's go. Let's record this. Thank you for joining me for this today. Welcome to the Go Diaper Free podcast, where we're all about helping you stop depending on diapers as early as birth. I'm your host, Andrea Olson, author and mom of 5 babies, all EC'd from birth, all out of diapers by walking. This is episode 81, A Toddler and a Baby. How to be successful ECing your baby when you have a toddler too. You can read the written version of today's show over at godiaperfree.com/81, where I'll also conveniently link to all the things I mentioned in today's episode. And I will also be replying to comments over there, so definitely come on by when you're finished if you have any questions, and I'll ask you a question at the very end too that you can answer there. Okay, so you guys, when you have your second baby, you're definitely doing double duty from then on out. Who is with me? It can be a big challenge to keep up with elimination communication with your baby while you have a young toddler afoot. But does EC have to go on the back burner while you wrangle your toddler and possibly finish toilet training him or her? I say no. So let's compare babies with toddlers for a second. First, a baby. A sweet, sweet baby. A baby has immediate needs, cries for everything, sleeps a lot, needs a lot from you, exhausts you, is still very instinctual, needs you to translate for him or her what he's trying to say or she's trying to say, and is so worth it. And a toddler? A toddler has immediate needs, cries for everything, with the added bonus of full body tantrums if you're lucky, sleeps a lot in your well-meaning dreams, needs a lot from you, exhausts you, craves order, may be demanding, is somewhat possessive, gets jealous easily, may actually be able to talk with words by now, yay, but still needs you to translate for him or her emotionally, and is so worth it. To have both the energy of a toddler and the needs of a baby at the same time can really knock your socks off. I've been there a million times. Add in the dimension of taking care of both of their potty needs, and things can get tricky. So first I say, this is not easy. You are not alone, and I've done this 4 times, so I have a few things to say about this. And this episode is all about how to manage. So let's now review 10 points that will help you do EC with your new baby with a toddler in tow, followed by some examples of mamas who are rocking this out at the end of this episode for inspiration's sake. Number 1, be sure that the older one is wrapped up before focusing on EC with the new baby. So this is something that I think we sometimes get out of order because we're like, oh, the new baby is so much easier to EC than our toddler is to finish potty training or EC with. So what I recommend is to use my book, the Tiny Potty Training book, while you're pregnant if you can, or the first months when your baby's born, with your toddler, and do the potty training experience, whether you've done EC with that toddler or not. Wrap it up, finish it up. It's really straightforward. Just follow what it says. And also I recommend catching the poops and the wake up pees only with the newborn during your older's wrap up session. So yes, you want to do EC with your baby, but I want your focus to be on your toddler if they're not wrapped up yet. Like if they're still having accidents every day, let's go ahead and do a potty training experience even then, even if they're just 17 months old and they're doing that, or they're 26 months old and haven't done a thing on the potty. We want to do that first. While you're going through that process, if you can't help yourself with your newborn, you can definitely catch the newborn's poops because we know when they're going, and hold them over the sink or whatever. It's so much easier. And you can do the wake up pees. So when a newborn wakes up, hold them over, say shh, and you're doing EC. There you go. So super duper part-time with the baby, but focus on the toddler and wrapping up. And don't you worry about when you'll be able to start your younger one officially, like full-time or whatever. Any start at EC with your baby is better than none. And it will pressure your wrap up with your toddler if you're like, no, I need to start my younger one before she's 3 months old. that will pressure the wrap up with your toddler and probably cause it to somewhat backfire. So that's all I have to say. Number 1 is our longest of our 10-point list. The others will go a little faster, but I definitely want to make sure I've hit that point home, that we definitely want to be sure the older one is wrapped up before we do part-time or full-time EC with the new baby, okay? Number 2, we want to engage the older child in the process with the younger baby. Just tell your toddler, I need your help, and truly let them help, whatever that looks like. You might be surprised. We want to normalize it. This is what we do in our family. We take care of the baby all together. We want to pick parts of the process for the toddler that he or she can help with. And it can be repetitive every single time. Can you hand me that diaper, please? What part of the process does your toddler like the most? And we want to pick just those parts. Turn on the lights for me, pull up the stool so mommy can sit on it, and just say, I need your help. The third point, get the older one a baby that she can potty or he can potty. So he or she can be the parent too. So here's a baby doll, boy or girl, here you go. Here's a baby doll. You're the mommy or daddy of this baby, and you take care of this baby. You take this one's diaper off. You potty your baby, and then let's potty the baby. And then the toddler will probably want to go too. So giving a toddler a baby that they can kind of copy you with is really helpful. Number 4, get a second potty of a different color for your new baby. So you can get one of my mini potties from tinyandies.com in one color, say sage green, one of my faves, and get the new baby a turquoise one. So the older one has his or her color, and the baby has his or her color, and they match. That is a teeny little trick that can go a long way. Number 5, my 5th tip is to have your older child read the Tiny Potty the Tiny Potty board book or the Night Potty board book. So I have 2 board books that teach babies how to do the whole process. Your toddler can read one of those board books to the baby to teach him or her the ropes. Doesn't matter how old the baby is. It's just a fun way to integrate the whole routine for both of them into the process. The reason I recommend my board books on potty is because a lot of the books on potty training out there focus on readiness, which is a myth, and am I ready? Oh, can I do this? And it also focuses on diapers and taking them off. So mine is definitely different, and I think it's helpful to kind of, let's do story time together on this topic that the baby and the toddler are working on together. And that will involve your toddler in another special way. Number 6, do the family pee. This is where, and I want you to start making the family pee a thing in your family. On outings and at home, everybody get into that giant stall. Hopefully there's not like a teenage girl or boy in the giant stall taking it up when they shouldn't be. That really bothers me. But get in that giant stall, have everybody try whether they go or not. And we also will have baby try whether he or she goes or not at home and during outings. Now you have to make time for this. You can't really rush a family pee, but it's definitely a good thing to do. Number 7, create a rhythm to your day. I mentioned this last time. It's really important. Just pretend like you have 5 children or you have quadruplets, and you have to get organized and you have to make a rhythm to your day or you're going to go nuts. Creating a rhythm to your day will help everything go better. This is when we do nap. This is when we have mealtime. This is when we do X, Y, or Z. This is when we're getting out of the house. This will help you to organize your life in the new reality that it's in. This is the new now. And that leads to number 8. Try to get out of the house. It's really hard. Trust me, there's some days when I stay in all day long because I can't even imagine going anywhere with all 5 of my children without any help. You only have 2 or 3, or maybe you have more. Count your blessings and get out of the house. I promise you it's a lot easier once you can just get everybody in the car and go to like a toddler or baby story time at your local library, go to the gymnastics that they have at open gym or something, or just go to the mall and play on the playground in the food court, okay? Go to an outside playground, whatever the weather is. So get out of the house. And I want you to try to do this once a week and once a week doesn't sound like a lot, but with 2 kids, getting out of the house is hard. I've been there, done that. It's hard. get out of the house, and that will be part of the rhythm that we named in number 7. What this does is it helps your toddler, especially if there's other toddlers there, to socialize and get out and let out some steam without driving you nuts at home. It's important for your mental health. Number 9, lower your bar with number 2 regarding EC. So your little baby, maybe you EC'd your older one and it went really well and you did it full time. And with your baby, you're expecting to be Wonder Woman or Wonder Man and do the same. But I want you to lower your bar by basically dropping it on the ground. You don't know what it's going to look like. You want to just trust what happens and do as much as you can and just aim for part-time, aim for the 4 easy catches until you get into a rhythm where you're able to manage both kids and do this thing. Lower your bar. On the other hand, if you didn't do EC with your first and you just did number 1 on this episode where you've wrapped up with potty training your toddler and now you're doing EC with your second, try to do it. Maybe you knew about EC with your first and you were just so overwhelmed. Like, I don't even know what cloth diaper to pick, and number 1 EC didn't happen. But with your second baby, you can try to do it better. So either lower your bar if you had a perfect EC experience with your first who's now a toddler, or raise that bar up and try to do it this time for real. Get my Go Diaper Free book if you don't have it. I promise it will tell you everything you need to know and demystify everything. But just to say, if you didn't get to do EC with your first, now's your do-over. Yay, you get a second chance. Go for it. And number 10, this is my 10th tip here of how to do EC with your baby with a toddler in tow. Master naps and sleep, whatever that looks like for you. If you're co-sleeping with both of them, great. If it's working for you, great. If your toddler is not getting enough sleep at night or at nap, you're going to have a way harder time doing anything with your baby. So if you have always fallen short in this category like me, then please get some help. I have Baby Sleep Site. I have gotten customized sleep plans from them before. I absolutely love them. I hope that you would check them out. There's also something that just came across my radar, Little Z Sleep, and they've got a good thing going on over there. They've got some video courses that you can take for sleep for whatever age your baby is and your toddler. So I highly, highly, highly recommend if you get a well-rested baby and toddler wrapped up, like you've got them and they're rested and you're just able to enjoy them more and everything in your day will become easier, I promise. When kids are wired because they haven't got enough sleep, it makes it harder on you. And if you're a stay-at-home parent to a toddler and a baby, you need all of the sanity you can get, right? Okay, now we have some examples of mamas who are rocking ECing their baby with a toddler in the mix. First is Tiffany. I heard of EC before he was born, but I was already overwhelmed by choosing the type of cloth diaper we'd use. With my second baby, I decided to go with it now when baby's already aware, so I won't have to train her out of them later. I started them both at the same time. Baby was 4 months, my son was 20 months. I felt they were both ready, so she potty trained and started EC same time. From Whitney, our energy extends to them. Getting the mom mind back and adding the play back in. He needs that playful voice from me, my toddler. I, as a mom, need to be resourced. So anyway, I got him a baby doll. He gets to parent his little baby. And then we say, it's Lucas's turn now. And he goes. Him teaching his baby helped him to want to go. And she has a baby as well. Leslie realized after potty training her 3-year-old, oh, this is going to be way easier if we build in the baby steps with the new baby. And she started her new baby at 11 months old, right after potty training her 3-year-old. And she potties the new baby based on transition times only. 4 easy catches, you guys. And then we have Lindsay, who is actually Superwoman in the flesh. She started EC with her first at 5 months. She potty trained him at 17 months, and it was so angelic, she says. Then she had twins. She started them with EC at 8 months, potty trained them by stagger training them, which we'll cover next time. At 15 months old, you guys, she wrapped up with potty training. The boys, the twins, are in tune with each other. They're also in tune with what the older brother does, and big brother will tell mom when they have to pee or are wet. It is a team family effort. You guys, she has 3 boys that are all very, very little. And this just goes to show that if you set your mind to it, You can totally do EC with a baby or two, with a toddler in tow. And I don't want these stories to make you feel bad if you're failing at this right now. There is no failure, there's only learning. Use it as inspiration and get resourced today. Stay encouraged, stay the course, take some advice from today's show, and remember, if I can do it with my 5 kiddos over an 8-year spread, you can do it with 2. I totally believe in you. Get organized, be inspired, get creative, get resourced, and use these for women as extreme inspiration. Again, see the written version of this podcast over at godiaperfree.com/81. Head over and let me know what nugget from today's show are you going to implement this week with your baby or your toddler. I'll see you over there. Till next time when we talk about ECing or potty training twins and all that our community has taught me about that. Happy pottying, you guys. I'm Andrea Olson, and you've been listening to the Go Diaper Free podcast at godiaperfree.com. Okay, so that's it. Woo, we had a little alarm go off. My daughter's getting off the bus stop downstairs right now, so I gotta go. But please comment below, same exact question, and hit the bell and subscribe, and I'll let you know when the next video is up. Take care.